Over the past year, you've welcomed me into your classrooms to bring you stories ranging from breaking news to teen issues and just about everything in between. Today, however, I want to introduce you to Channel 1's new adventure into the world of digital video. You may have noticed that we recently installed a shiny new black box at your school, and I'm here to tell you all about it. But first, a little of our history in case there are any newcomers out there to Channel 1. What sets Channel 1 apart is our audience. Millions of teachers and teens across the country having the shared experience of watching world events unfold right there in front of them in the classroom. We started this project in the early 1990s, and if you fast forward to today, you'll find school rooftops all across America crowned with a Channel 1 satellite dish, and teachers using our content in hundreds of thousands of classrooms from coast to coast. Everything Channel 1 provides, from our daily news program to the curriculum videos we have for teachers and even the equipment needed to see the video in class, is furnished cost-free to the schools. In return, our members are committed to showing Channel 1 news to students on 90% of school days. That's Channel 1 in a nutshell, which has been, and always will be, a winning proposition for everyone involved. I'm excited to be the person who gets to introduce you to the next chapter of Channel 1, delivering sharp and reliable digital video content to your school. By now, a local field service technician has installed our new state-of-the-art digital headend unit at your school. It was engineered exclusively for Channel 1 by Technicolor, a unit of Thomson Digital. In place of the old gray analog unit, you now have a sleek, new digital device with a Thomson Digital Video Recorder, or DVR, at the core. This may seem like a small change at first, but it will become increasingly meaningful at your school. As for us here at Channel 1, making this transition has meant a huge financial investment to engineer, manufacture, and install these headend units at literally thousands of American schools. For you, however, the new digital headend means cleaner, sharper video quality, added functionality, and more reliable Channel 1 services. To help me explain all this, I'm now joined by Rob Nicholson, a technical expert who helped make Channel 1's new digital headend units a reality. Welcome to Channel 1, Rob.
Well, I'm so happy to be here, and I brought a few items with me, as you can see here, to illustrate how everything works. First, here's an actual Channel 1 satellite dish, the same kind that's installed on thousands of rooftops across the country. We connect this dish to the new head end, and from there, coax cable run throughout the school and is connected to Channel 1 TVs, which were originally wall-mounted in rooms where students watch Channel 1 News.
So this is like a mini cable system for schools. Explain to me how Channel 1 News and Channel 1 connections actually get to the schools every day.
Oh, that's super easy because it's fully automatic. Late each evening, a satellite signal is sent containing video files and instructions that tell the new digital headend to accept and store that day's Channel 1 News and Channel 1 connection programs. Again, this is an automated process. No buttons needed to be pushed or timer set at the school.
And this is the unit that's helping Channel 1 go fully digital.
That's correct. This new headend is fully digital and replaces Channel 1's gray analog headend. You can see how much smaller it is, and also lighter, less noisy, more reliable, and more importantly, it delivers much higher picture quality. If you were to look inside the new headend, you will see lots of components such as traps, taps, modulator, distribution amplifier, and a Thomson DVR, which serves as the recording and playback device.
So how does the school actually play Channel 1 News every day?
Again, super easy. The key operator, that's what we call the person who activates the Channel 1 News each day, by the way, simply presses the play button. The play button powers on the Channel 1 provided TVs and tunes them to the correct channel, activates that day's Channel 1 News program, and then when the show ends, it also turns off all the TVs or puts them back to the channel they were on.
I've been to a lot of schools where they don't actually show Channel 1 News in a single showing. What about those schools?
Well, that's a good question. That's where this other button, the preview button, comes in. When you press the preview button, the program starts, but the TVs don't automatically power on. And schools that want to preview the show before broadcasting school-wide actually use both buttons. The preview button is pressed to take a look at the show on a local video monitor, and then they press play when they are ready to start the school-wide showing.
Okay, got it. Let's move on to Channel 1 Connections. For those of you out there who don't know what Channel 1 Connections is, it's the free curriculum video service that we make available exclusively to our members. We started it because we know lots of teachers simply didn't have access to a great deal of high-quality video content due to funding constraints. So tell us how Channel 1 Connection can be accessed and viewed on this new digital headend unit.
Well, this happens to be a cool new feature of the digital headend because the central device is a DVR that has plenty of available storage. An entire month of Channel 1 Connections programs can be stored directly on the headend. This gives the key operator or individual teachers at the school plenty of time to preview and decide on which programs they want to add to their school's video library. To show a Channel 1 Connection program, first see if the menu list is on the screen. If it's not, press the round Select button to bring it up. When the menu is on the screen, use the up and down arrow keys to highlight the desired program and simply press Select to start the show. If you then want to add a title to your library, you first need to connect a school VCR or DVD recorder to the head end and start playing the program while record mode is on your VCR or DVD recorder.
1 second, I'm still a little bit iffy about one step. How do you connect a school's VCR or DVR to the new digital head end?
Oh, okay, sure thing. I'll show you a typical setup for a VCR, but the same pretty much applies for a DVD recorder or other video recording device such as a DVR. It's kind of like your home theater system. These three connectors provide video and stereo audio output. To connect the head end to your VCR, you will need a standard composite video cable, and your VCR must have composite video input jacks. Connect the three plugs on one end of the cable, typically yellow to a yellow, red to red, and white to white, to the DVR outputs. Then connect the other end of the cable to the VCR's video and audio inputs. Again, yellow to yellow, red to red, and white to white. If the VCR inputs are not color-coded, they will usually be labeled V or video, R or right, and L or left. Make sure you use the input and not the output, since they're usually located very close together and are not labeled clearly. This is a common mistake. If your VCR doesn't support stereo audio, connect the DVR's right audio output to the VCR's audio input and ignore the DVR's left audio output. And very important, be sure and read the VCR's instructions manual on how to record external composite video.
Great, so what kind of things can schools connect to this new digital head end?
All sorts of video sources, local cable for one. Just give your cable company a call. The cable connects to the cable TV feed-in connector and is distributed to every TV in your entire school.
Okay, here's a question for you. There are a lot of schools out there where students produce their own newscast. Can schools show that sort of content on our system?
Sure they can. For a live broadcast, like morning announcements, the new digital head end has a set of composite video and stereo audio inputs, just like the VCR described earlier. And just like before, you'll need to use a standard composite video cable to connect the live broadcast to the DVR. To show the external video, simply press the external source button on the front of the head end. It will ask you if you'd like to turn on all the TVs in the school or not. You can choose. You can also show video from a VCR or DVD in the same manner.
Which could be very useful for future reporters. You mentioned showing pre-recorded tapes or DVDs. Can teachers show their own tapes on this system as well?
All they need is a VCR or DVD player. We provide a combiner on the TV mount, so it's really easy to connect a VCR just like that. Once again, remember to set the switch on the back of the VCR to the opposite channel of the one you use for viewing channel 1, either channel 3 or channel 4.
And speaking of TVs, what if schools simply don't have enough for all their classrooms?
Well, we provide one TV for every 23 students, so as your enrollment grows, so can the number of Channel 1 provided TVs. Let us know your needs by calling the help desk at 800-251-4039.
Well, Rob, thank you very much for taking us through all those steps. Certainly seems much easier after the tutorial.
It's my pleasure. Happy to help.
Now that we've installed this new digital head end, Channel 1 would like to invite your school to get more involved than ever before in the world of resources that Channel 1 is bringing to the classroom. The best way to do that is to take advantage of the companion resources online at channel1.com. Our team of talented web artists, programmers, and writers know how to create fun and interactive online packets to expand the learning adventure beyond the Channel 1 News viewing experience. They create games and write feature articles to immerse students in other cultures or break down complex issues to a more manageable and understandable level for today's teens. And we haven't forgotten about teachers and parents. Channel1network.com is our new website just for them. They can download complete lesson plans and print copies of the script, review upcoming Channel 1 connection titles, and much more. Please encourage everyone at your school to take advantage of these online resources created exclusively for them. And with that, we come to the end of the tutorial. We hope it's been useful for you as Channel 1 moves on into the digital age and continues striving to produce high-quality programming that both engages and informs this incredibly important audience. We thank you for watching and look forward to bringing you the news for years to come. Take care.